Hi there, Joe here. So I want to talk to you today about container gardening. There's a variety of containers that you can use to grow vegetables and plants in. You can use 5-gallon buckets, grow bags that you can buy on Amazon. These are great. I usually get this at 10-gallon size, but they do come in 5-gallon also. Or other types of plastic containers or metal containers. The container gardening is good for people who don't have the room for in-the-ground soil gardening and are limited in space, or in my case, where I want to add additional items that I want to grow. You may want to match the size of the plants to the container so that if you have a larger plant like a tomato, you're going to go with a larger container like a 10-gallon grow bag, for example, to match the size. In some cases, you may want to put netting over the plants or build a cage around it to protect from squirrels and birds. Other plants like tomatoes and peppers may need support, so you will put a cage in the bag to support the plant. To the containers, you can add potting mix. I would include some fertilizer. Other people like to create their own mixture. They'll use coconut coir, perlite, vermiculite, and fertilizer. You can also add sticks or rocks to the bottom of the containers if the containers are larger to cut down on the amount of soil you have to put in the container, and it will also help with drainage. As far as drainage goes, I usually drill holes in the bottom of the containers about 1/4 of an inch in size, multiple holes, and that will help with the drainage in plastic or metal containers. The grow bags, you don't need to. Also, keep in mind that where you place the containers is very important. They should be able to get the adequate amount of sunlight that's needed for the plants that you're growing. And periodically you should add fertilizer to the containers because the small containers have limited resource in it. And periodically water, weed, and mulching can be good because that'll help keep the moisture in the container. Something new I tried this year in container gardening was I'm growing potatoes in containers. I actually bought the containers, they're plastic containers, at Costco, drilled holes in the bottom, and I didn't plan this, but I realized that after I filled the containers, I bought the materials to fill the container at Costco also. That included potting mix, earthworm castings, and Dr. Earth's fertilizer. So the plants are growing great. I'll step out of the way so you can see them. And it's just another experiment in container gardening. These are my 2 containers of potatoes. They're doing really well. I put the cages around them just to help support the plants. With the potatoes, you don't have to worry too much about animals going in to eat the plants. But you do have to worry, if you use grow bags, about squirrels digging into the bottom of the grow bags to get potatoes. So that's why this year I switched to a plastic container. My blueberries are grown in containers, and I have netting that has zippers over top of the plants to protect from birds and squirrels eating the blueberries. I found that over the first couple of years, after I started putting netting on them, that over half my yield was being eaten by birds. So as you can see, it's very easy. You just go in, pick what you want, and then when you're done, zipper it back up.